Welcome to Rising Parent, your go-to podcast for stress-free family adventures. I'm your host, Vanessa, and we are here to help you plan unforgettable family vacations. In this episode, Tim and Edna will be diving deep into the world of family travel, exploring practical tips and tricks for making your next trip a breeze. From choosing the perfect destination to managing travel stress, we've got you covered. So, grab your passport and get ready to embark on a stress-free family adventure.
Okay, so you know how we all sort of dream about those like picture-perfect family vacations?
Right.
Where like everybody's just, relaxed and happy and actually enjoying each other's company.
Exactly.
But I think we also know that like sometimes that's not always the reality.
Yeah, it can be a little different.
Yeah, so today we're doing a deep dive into some tips and strategies for really making your next family vacation genuinely stress-free.
Love it.
We're talking about, practical things that you can actually use to make those vacations memorable for all the right reasons.
Yeah, because, dragging a grumpy kid
Oh, yeah.
and a totally stressed out spouse, from one overcrowded tourist spot to the next is really nobody's idea of a good time, right?
No, it is not.
It defeats the purpose.
It really does. And the key is, like you said, to not think about it as surviving the vacation,
Yeah.
but like really savoring it.
Yeah.
And that
Yep.
starts with the planning.
Absolutely.
Like our source material really emphasizes the importance of getting the whole family involved.
Yeah.
Even the little ones in choosing the destination.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
It's really about building that excitement from the get-go.
Yes.
Imagine, gathering everybody around a map or, looking at photos online and just throwing out ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe having a family vote.
Yeah.
Suddenly it's not just your trip.
Yes.
It becomes our adventure.
Yeah. I love that.
And that makes such a difference.
It does, because when kids feel like they have a say,
Mm-hmm.
then they're more likely to be enthusiastic about the whole experience.
Exactly.
Speaking of giving kids a sense of ownership,
Yes.
the guide also suggests assigning them like age-appropriate tasks,
Oh, yeah.
both doing the planning and the trip itself.
I love that, too, because, it's like you can give them responsibilities that actually make them feel empowered.
Exactly.
Like an 8-year-old can totally handle navigating the airport with a map.
Yes.
You're turning waiting time into a game.
Yeah.
Packing, forget about that power struggle.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Younger kids can pick out their favorite toys. Older ones can learn to pack for different weather scenarios.
Yes, and they feel proud of themselves.
Exactly.
And like they've accomplished something.
Right.
Okay, but let's be honest. We all know that like those boring moments are inevitable.
Yeah.
Whether it's a long car ride or, waiting in line for what feels like forever.
Right.
And this guide actually suggests preparing for those lulls in advance.
Yes, because those moments are going to come.
Yeah.
So if you kind of anticipate them and you think, okay, what am I going to do when my kid inevitably starts saying, are we there yet 100 times?
Yeah.
Think travel-sized games, audiobooks, or even like those reusable sticker books.
Yeah.
Having a plan can be a total lifesaver
It really can.
to avoid those meltdowns.
Okay, let's talk about something that I think can be a major stressor for parents, which is the budget.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've definitely been guilty of overspending on vacation thinking, oh, it's a special occasion.
Of course.
And then the credit card bill comes.
And then reality hits.
Yes, exactly. And that's why our source really highlights the importance of setting a realistic budget before you even go.
Before you go.
But what I found really fascinating is they also suggest involving older kids in those conversations.
I love that.
Like it's an opportunity to teach them about financial planning and needs versus wants
Yeah.
and making choices.
Totally.
It's like sneaking in a life lesson while you're planning a vacation.
Exactly.
So we've got our finances sorted. Now let's talk about the itinerary.
Okay.
This guide is all about flexibility, which I think is key when you're traveling with kids,
Absolutely.
because things rarely go exactly according to plan,
Never.
especially with kids.
Right.
But building in that buffer time, I think, is essential
It is.
because, unexpected delays happen. Kids get tired. Maybe you stumble upon some amazing hidden gem that you want to explore,
Exactly.
and you want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Having that wiggle room in the schedule just means that everyone feels less pressured. And you're open to those like spontaneous moments that often become like the best memories.
Yes.
So we've packed We've arrived at our amazing destination, but how do we make sure that we're actually enjoying ourselves
Right.
once we're there?
That's the important part.
Like, this guide emphasizes the importance of managing expectations and not sweating the small stuff,
So important.
which I think is so key.
I think it's so important to remember that vacations are meant to be fun and relaxing,
Yes.
but they're still real life.
Yes.
Things are going to go wrong. Kids will be kids, and that's okay.
Yes.
Embracing those imperfections can actually make the trip more memorable in the long run.
I think so too.
And funnier. You
Yeah.
know, when you look back,
Yes.
you can laugh about it.
Exactly.
It's not about being perfect.
It's not about being perfect. No. And this guide also reminds us as parents and caregivers that taking care of ourselves is crucial.
Yes.
It's so easy to get caught up in everyone else's needs
all the time.
and forget about our own.
Yeah. It's like the oxygen mask on the plane.
Yes.
You have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others.
Right.
And self-care on vacation doesn't have to be complicated. It can be, 15 minutes with a book, a quiet walk on the beach while your partner watches the kids, or a long soak in the tub after everyone's asleep.
Even just like a few minutes
Yeah.
can make all the difference.
Huge difference.
And what about the dreaded screen time dilemma?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
This guide has some great advice for managing that as well.
So instead of approaching it as a battle, right, because it's so easy to get into that power struggle mode,
Oh, yeah.
they suggest framing it as a shared decision. Like maybe you designate specific times for devices and then encourage other activities the rest of the time.
Yes.
The key is consistency and being present yourself.
Yes.
Model the behavior that you want to see from your kids.
That's a great point.
If you're constantly on your phone, they're going to want to be on their devices too.
Exactly.
So put it away.
Let's lead by example.
Exactly.
Okay, last but not least,
Right.
let's touch on logistics and safety.
Important.
Packing wisely, allowing extra time at the airport.
Yeah.
And this is so important. Having a safety plan can really ease your mind.
For sure.
Like what to do in case of an emergency.
Yes, because, being prepared just gives you incredible peace of mind.
Yes.
Think about, what could happen and personalize your safety plan to your specific destination
Yes.
and your family's needs.
Exactly. This has been such a helpful deep dive. I feel like I'm ready to plan a vacation right now.
You too.
To recap, plan collaboratively,
Yeah.
embrace flexibility,
Uh-huh.
prioritize well-being,
Yes.
and be prepared.
Be prepared.
And remember, the goal is to make memories, not just check off destinations on a list.
I love that. Vacations are about connecting with each other, experiencing new things, and creating those special moments that your family will cherish for years to come.
Yes. Before we go, we want to leave you with a thought-provoking question. What's one tradition or ritual you could incorporate into your next family vacation to make it even more meaningful and memorable?
Ooh.
Maybe it's a sandcastle competition or a silly family photo or a special treat that you always share.
I love that.
Just find something that makes your vacation uniquely yours.
Yes.
And for more deep dives into making everyday life a little brighter,
A little bit better.
don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Absolutely.
And that's a wrap. We hope this episode has inspired you to plan your next family adventure with confidence. Remember, a well-planned trip can lead to unforgettable memories. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more expert advice and to help us continue providing valuable content to support you on your parenting journey. Until next time, happy travels.